Yeah,
It looks
I missed
like
you last week, Indy.
Yeah, I miss you too, man. I like playing this game more than life itself.
Classic life.
I know. It's freaking tragic. But speaking of tragic, we're gonna untragicify. October 20, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom No 4.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you said AM, but then said no 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact in Studio 2. Today I will call on the people present in Studio 2 in the Studio 2 trailer. Jesus Christ. Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today.
I blame my slight cold.
Oh, she's got a
Oh
slight
wow, I
cold.
can't believe he has a cold.
Piece of shit.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation?
Thoughts. D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios.
On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2.
As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I am not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down. So to speak.
Stop saying things about women like that, Phoenix.
The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4 o'clock. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
What's
What
confusing
do you
about
mean by that?
Yeah.
The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk. What with the monkey's head toppling over?
Damn, we added a whole ass band there.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
She's mad.
She's pissed. Well, this is what lack of burgers does to a person.
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
not you and you're hungry.
Are we feeling like this one's like presser? I didn't see anything.
I
that
can't
stuck
think
out.
of literally any pieces of evidence that would say that that's not the case.
Right. Like,
Yeah, what do we have?
yeah, we have
Steak plate.
a steak
Classic.
plate van. You know, good stuff. We got right. some
Sleeping pills. 5-year-old photo. That's going to be useful later.
Definitely.
That's a mystery tool we'll save for later.
Hey, we
That's
have
a child.
this.
That's a child. That's basically a child. That's duct taped together. Notably, The tip of the spear broke off during the training session in the morning, I believe, and it was duct taped together. So that's actually the spear that they used in the rehearsal also.
That's true, yeah.
Probably not super notable, but I was
Yeah.
thinking about that. Probably not helpful. Yeah, I think this is Oppressor.
Yeah.
You know, hardly
okay.
know her.
Yeah, and I'm just reviewing some of the evidence, and then of course we have this
Powers?
photo.
Question mark? Photo? Can you click
Alright.
on it again? The photo? Why does he have an aura?
Oh my god, he does. That's murderous intent. It's like a menacing funny JoJo's reference.
I was going with Hunter x Hunter.
Okay, that's a good one.
Anyway.
Don't present this.
Oh, very important.
Very important.
We are lawyers.
We're pressing this.
By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Dots, are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear.
Very helpful. Sure.
Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Dos. Dots, come on. Let's talk a bit more about that.
Objection! The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
This is the cross. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears.
Ugh.
Poor Edgeworth.
And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Thoughts? Maybe you could try remembering. No.
The meeting ended at 4 o'clock and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times.
You would think. Come on. All you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean?
Why does it...
It means what I had just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, all right.
These cross-examinations, man.
I don't know, you're the one pressing. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oh,
That's... It was a 15 ook break.
It's a long break.
Quarter ook.
Thank you.
Sal and I ate T-bone steaks. Yes. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal? No, I mean, someone else? One person is enough. She committed murder during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak.
Do we have...
Well, Nick, find
She was-
anything?
Go on.
She was fatigued, you know?
That's true.
Kinda wish she'd said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere.
Okay, well, I guess that was a presenter. That last one sounded important.
Okay, what's the rest of the dialogue?
Okay, so there was
To be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to the Studio 1. I was
Fatigued.
fatigued, so I had Sal
So
take
tell-
me.
Yep,
2:30, we take a 15-minute break in the meeting.
yep.
Sal and ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Did we press this one?
Yeah, we did.
On the T-bone steaks? Oh yeah, because that was the only
Yeah.
one that... So I guess... The only thing that I can think is like, you know, fatigued. Maybe it's a translation thing with fatigued, you know, like from being tired or like famished, you know, kind of thing. If she ate a steak at 2:30 and the meeting got out at 4, that would have been plenty of time for you to like, you know, get your
No, hold
You know?
on. So in the
Wait, that's the employee area plate.
yeah, exactly. So the plate in their area, I remember it didn't have any bones on it.
Yeah. There weren't any bones.
Although there was an incinerator behind them, so maybe they just, I don't know, got rid of it.
Like I don't know.
It's hard to say because I don't remember exactly what happened last time.
Shows them the T-bone steak plate. Where were your bones? I don't know. Try it.
All right, that worked.
Ha! As I thought. But you claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak?
Exactly my point. Remember, if you will. Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plate.
Oh.
We know that they can't clean up after themselves and their plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone?
She was very hungry.
I think I know how.
You ate the bone too.
The bone too.
Oh wait, shit, no.
You ate. You ate the bone too.
Nick, are you sure? I mean, I love steak almost as much as Boygas, but even I don't eat the bone.
Hey, I don't eat it either. Mr. Wright. I too leave the bone. Can I try that again? I think I know how.
Boneless.
You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. That's... I see. Then, what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Let's not do that again. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Oh,
wanna meet the
wow.
Steel
I
Samurai.
love that TV show. Order! Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Wow. I didn't think her hands were a spear.
Damn.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
Newest murder defense. You presume too much.
Objection! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick.
Let's see. What was the murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that super heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you?
Right. Yeah.
I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. What Pretty much anyone would. Huh? You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. That's... meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. Huh?
Oh, but I thought it was so cool.
Yeah, holy shit. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. I think present the samurai spear. It's duct taped together.
Yeah.
I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon.
But that is the murder weapon.
Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Oh, I can
Oh
probably.
my gosh, that's right. Duct tape strong. Order! Order!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard.
Ah,
Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was? How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
No?
The van. They ran him over. Okay, hard call. Hard call.
Yeah.
He got shot by the mafia in the chest, and then they stabbed him to cover up the bullet hole.
Ooh. Ooh. Maybe. And the spear is probably bigger than the bullet hole, right?
Statistically, spears are usually bigger than bullets. And that would kind of explain, like, the blood at least a little bit, right?
Yeah, because there wasn't a lot of blood or anything.
Yeah, you know. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a decent amount of blood that goes through, but they shot him in the heart. You're to blame, and you give love a bad name. Of course I can't. Of course.
can the antics right?
I have to agree, Mr. Wright. At least pretend that you think you might know. Note to self, think before speaking. Tough crowd. Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
I guess the answer is yes.
I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see this murder weapon then.
Oh, he could have been got by the same
defense.
thing.
Pog. Yes. Turn about samurai indeed. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs.
That's like what a wrestler announcer would say. like, my God, is that Jack Hammer there at the top of the stairs?
Oh, look at that, top of the stairs. Let's get ready to
Oh my God, I want
Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
What? Are you saying...
Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Huh?
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh my gosh,
What's wrong?
time. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off of the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. But whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die 5 years ago?
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Dots. Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Dots. Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of the argument, that Hammer died in the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body?
The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. But Jack Hammer had been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She couldn't have. She had another way.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Van. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Huh?
What?
Oh my
Nobody can
gosh,
drive?
that's a van.
That's shocking.
Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Huh?
Objection! Hold on, Mr. Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator?
Yeah. Fuck him.
Yeah. Of course Salmonella has to be a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. Humph. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win?
Mm-hmm.
So, what happens next? Huh? Don't. Huh? Me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? I lost? Something like that. I just said that. Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Yeah. Who can say? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibilities that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lacked decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
I forgot
that's
he
an
said
entirely
evidence.
good point. Yeah, we normally just accuse him of not eating everything. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof.
Huh? Edgeworth isn't sure. But, well, I came here as a witness today. If no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now?
More testimony, I guess. Right?
Yeah. Okay, no further questions, right?
Yeah, not that. So, I mean, we've already we just said you did it, and she's like, yeah, whatever.
I'll testify again. She's in a talkative
Yeah.
mood now, right? You know?
Yeah.
I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. White. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd give more detail? You'd ask the same questions, give the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far, only to fail.
Yeah, what a failure.
Wow, what a fucking loser. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Objection!
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't.
I see. Very well.
Thanks, man.
Objection!
Objection.
Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by me repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about?
Well, yes, Indeed, verily I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Humph.
Nick, how did Edgeworth...
Who knows? He probably realized she did it too.
But... Wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that?
Edgeworth. Edgy boy.
Edgy poo!
After finding the body, I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers and saying, "He did it!" I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. You got it that time, didn't you?
Yeah.
Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right.
All right, let's see.
Stab her.
It's definitely a presser, I think, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Hold it! What time was that? We were to meet at 5 o'clock for the rehearsal. So I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive to the studio? About 10 minutes before. Or 167 ook. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Press harder, yeah, right?
Yeah. Where were the other studios? Where were the other studios? When you got to the employee? They weren't there yet. Well? Then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy? The witness will continue with her testimony.
Okay.
The system was there, only Powers was absent.
Okay.
Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember? Remember? What? There was a dead body laying in front of us. Yet to expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder.
I wonder
Press?
if we said, yeah. I mean, didn't hurt us last time.
Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body, and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Humph. Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing.
Did they need to, like, collect him or something? Or would just, like, sit there unless someone, like, told them what to do? Yeah.
Poor Powers.
Just crying in the corner of the bus.
Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue. Immediately called the police. And Powers showed up.
Be smart about this since there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that why? Why did she ask to be left
yeah,
out?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that one.
You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you?
Got him.
There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning.
They should just have like a squad of like mafia, like bros,
Yeah.
just hanging out. Like, like where are they hanging out at? Are they in the woods?
Right, they're in the court right now. If there was a jury, they're on it.
Oh my god, maybe they're the people in the audience stands.
Oh my gosh, I'm part of the mafia.
Yeah.
She went back to the trailer. How did she
Why?
get there? They didn't clear
Yeah,
off the
what?
monkey.
Hold up.
The script in your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Press harder. Didn't we have to get it for... Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Oh yeah.
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. At a rehearsal? Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please continue.
Objection,
Thank you.
Your Honor. Yeah. I have an objection to the witness's last statement.
Huh?
Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One.
Ah! Oh wow, I'm in the mafia.
Yeah, you see?
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court may see my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation?
I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. Humph. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and could not do any action scenes, so I left him behind.
Huh.
That's tough. The only people that were supposed to know... How, like, so, did she say that she was at the rehearsal?
Yes.
Did she?
Maybe? I mean, she would have had
Like, when she was eating food.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, like, before
It's
then.
like,
right?
I mean,
that was in the
like,
morning.
did they take the food over to the meeting? Sal Manila took it over to the meeting. So I guess Sal could have told her. Do you want to press it anyway?
Yeah.
How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
He told me. Sal, the director.
We have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done until now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him.
Okay, so clear something with that new statement, right?
I don't think it's a camera. I mean, the sleeping pills probably not.
Wait. Hold on. Wasn't Will Powers the one injured?
Oh yeah.
Hold up. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah. Hold up.
You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Oh wow, I'm still in the mafia.
Yeah, my leg hurts too, yeah.
Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Ms. Vasquez?
Yeah, okay, yep.
You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but... wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this?
Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered.
Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammers was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Duh.
Yeah, don't tell my boss. See?
That's a mafia. Order! Order! I will have order!
Witness! Can you refute this claim?
Humph. Dots. Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Dots. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Oh, really? Because you're going to give my client a guilty verdict if I'm not right. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove that she had a motive? Of course we can prove it. You went to go talk to her about it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she's been blackmailing him for years, too.
Yeah, but like that's not a motive to kill, right?
Getting blackmailed and ruining your career?
No, but I think that's a motive for Hammer. Oh, no, I think it's a motive for Hammer to kill her.
Yeah, he went over there in disguise and was going to pin it on Mr. Powers.
So maybe she didn't have a motive.
She killed in self-defense.
Oh, fuck. Wait,
Nick, no.
Okay, we were cooking.
So you can't prove it now would be admitting defeat.
yeah, we were cooking too
You
hard.
said we can't. Why you put the wrong thing out?
She'll get away.
But what proof could I possibly have? I don't know. Maybe the stuff we just talked about.
He still wants to fight this one.
Okay. I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present the court to evidence as Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. The photo?
I guess so.
Yeah, 5-year-old photo.
Yeah, you can tell I don't remember how this case goes.
Take that! This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. Ooh. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? Humph. 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It begins on that day, 5 years ago. But, ironically enough, that accident precipitated it rained with Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom.
His guilt weighed him down, no doubt.
However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Oof.
Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate.
Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame from the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer, not who had killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
Okay, now I think we
Reveal
cook.
evidence.
No, she had no murder, right? I think it
no,
was
I mean,
self-defense,
he went to
right?
go confront her.
Yeah.
She
Right?
wouldn't be this defensive over self-defense.
What evidence do we have?
We have him in the samurai costume coming for her, right? Because okay, before we click on anything,
Yeah.
thinking it through, right?
Mm-hmm.
Biggest thing that we've got is the fact that he was going there probably to confront her about something,
Right.
and so he was probably going to do something at some point in time, whether that was like I refuse to work for you anymore, or make me the Steel Samurai, or try to pin the murder on him. Like, even if it's not like a motive necessarily for like malicious murder, I mean, if he's there and they're arguing for whatever, she could have just decided to kill him, or pushed him or something.
Hmm.
It's not like a hard motive. Like, I guess self-defense is kind of a motive, right? But,
Right,
like,
right.
she had no motive is like, there's no reason that she would be involved.
I
So
know,
I feel
right?
like
Oh, okay.
let's try reveal evidence on the photo of him walking.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Miss Vasquez's motive.
Let's try this.
Take that. This is my proof. And this tells us why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer? I'd say all it proves is the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Ah. Mr. Wright, the court requests that you find your marbles immediately. And I'm afraid I'll have to penalize you for this waste of the court's time. No!
Nick, we're so close. Think this one through, please.
We're trying, Maya!
Yeah, Michael.
Mr. Wright, I'll ask you again. Please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
Not this. Not this. Not this. It's Mr. Monkey drove her to insanity.
Okay.
Not this.
It's
She hates
potentially the
cameras.
5-year-old photo, right?
Um.
But it's not the van and it's not the stakes.
Yeah.
So if there's a piece of evidence, it would be this.
It would be this one. Like, I don't know.
He threatened to go public with it and accuse her of covering things up or a blackmail. He said, "I'm done playing all these shitty roles, so now I'm gonna expose you for blackmailing and covering up stuff. I'll go down
Oh
with the shit."
yeah. You want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try
Worst
it.
case, we just let a
Yeah.
guilty person go free.
Yeah. Let's try this again.
Take that!
Nope.
This is my
Nope.
proof.
Nope.
Well, we have no evidence. She has no motive.
Oh wait, no, that's the son of a bitch. Take that.
This is for the attorney's badge. Stop clicking things.
Okay, there we go. All right.
No! She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense.
What's that now?
It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez.
It's still samurai music.
What? What? What?
Oh, wow, that's a good point. Yes, Your Honor?
Is she in the stands now?
I mean, she's not. Jack Hammer drugged Will Powers while sleeping. What? To sleep. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, do you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years.
True.
So, you did it, didn't you? Yes. I'm guilty. It was me.
All right.
Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late! Ah! Miss Vasquez! What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs! Vasquez, try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die. Please.
Such a heartwarming scene.
Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again.
What was that voice
that's crazy.
impression? What was that?
Mafia.
Yeah.
Mr. Edgeworth. Where's D. Vasquez?
Do you lack object permanence? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor.
I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found is only natural, not a miracle.
I hate you. Yes, you're right. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Woo!
Oh, how do you get here?
Mafia! It's about Ook. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Shut up. October 20,
Yay!
11:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, No. 3.
We did it, chat.
I
Couldn't have done it without you.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's so sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Tell me why. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
Show
Evidence.
probably. Yeah, it's. Well, this is what I think. He was jealous of you.
Oh, probably. Right?
Yeah, probably.
How do we show that?
I mean,
Scrapbook?
Samurai Scrapbook, honestly,
Yeah.
kind of cracked. It's because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was the Steel Samurai.
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show, and as the villain, to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you.
I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time.
I think you're missing the point.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I.
Congratulations, Whip.
Oh! Yeah, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Huh? Is something wrong?
No, of course not. Ah! Nick Edgeworth.
Ah! Jump scare. Was that your Jaws theme?
That's not of him walking. He just makes like a tuba noise.
Bum ba-dum 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 bum ba-dum. Huh.
Say something right. I'm
You
not good at
approached me.
small talk.
Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth.
You don't waste any time gloating, do you?
No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away with it if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers.
Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers.
Liar.
Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Meet again?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings.
Unnecessary feelings.
Yes, unease and uncertainty.
Aren't those kind of, like, necessary?
They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Stop practicing law. Goodbye.
Mr. Wright? Was, that guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if. They're rivals, right, Nick?
Well, for now we are, I guess.
Huh? But I get the feeling I'm missing something. Come on, Nick. Tell me. Spill the tea. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
And so the curtains closed on another trial. They caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again.
Yo.
Pink
Nick.
Princess!
This is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy the trading cards too, okay? You have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that Whip gets to play the lead again?
What? What?
I wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
I don't know. I don't think the world will be ready for the real Will Powers.
He's so fucking ugly, everyone would die. Yeah, this is Ace Attorney, not my attorney.